Good day everyone, Cyclone Duke here once again, and today I'm going to be killing the Skeleton King Lyric. You'll notice that I've swapped to a monk character to pass a bit of time, and I'm really enjoying monk a lot. It's very visceral, very pow pow, you know, it feels brutish and like you can really feel the smacks landing, you know. I think also that's why people, a lot of, you know, people who play the Barbarian have chosen him, because it's the same, it's incredibly violent. Squish. Still on normal mode here, I haven't jumped up to any of the harder modes. On my wizard I basically just killed Lyric and then began playing with the friend, so I do want to keep playing with that friend later, so for now I am just going to be playing the monk a little bit to pass the time, but I'm thoroughly enjoying it. So the launch, a lot of people talking about Diablo's launch. I have to say I think it went pretty well, because I was ready and waiting at midnight to log in at the servers, and there was a bit of complications. I did have to wait for about, I got in, then I had to wait about an hour to get in again after I DC'd. But after that, you know what, it's been smooth sailing and I can't complain. You'll notice that my hits are extending quite a bit. It's kind of like being a mid-range character rather than just being pure melee. That's because I've applied a rune to my I'm using the Deadly Reach attack, yes, instead of the basic Fist of Thunder. So it does give me a little bit more reach, which I really just use to assist in AoE, help me kill lots of mobs at the same time as it pierces through them.
It was Lazarus, of that I am certain. He alone had the king's ear, and whispered dark and evil magics into it, instilling the notion of an imminent attack by Westmarch. Afraid to speak against the Archbishop, the councillors nodded their empty heads in agreement, and sent us off to die.
I'm just currently letting these skeletons group up so I can kill them all down at once for the little bonus experience that you get. And it's fun to just AoE. It's a very fun system that they've put in where you get rewarded for killing many monsters in the same fight. Lets you, you know, you work towards AoEing them down, and it is very tense and fun to kill lots of stuff at once. It really is the essence of hack and slash, I have to say. But you know what else is the essence of hack and slash? Breaking barrels. Yeah! And then they give me a skeleton to kill. 7 experience. I think the monk might even be a better barrel breaker than the wizard. I very much enjoy the flavour of the monk, more than the wizard. Same with the paladin, you know, the whole holy warrior thing. It feels just like there's more character there, you know, rather than, you know, hey, I cast arcane spells. Being on a path for a deity, but I play an awful lot of Dungeons and Dragons, and I love paladins and clerics in that game, so that would really be the contributing factor to that. Give me some books, or gold. Whoever lived here, these people sure did choose odd places to store their gold away. I'll just put some gold under this stone slab, and some here in this bookcase, and some on my own body. I mean, that makes sense. Keep some in your chest. You would think that they would keep it all in their chest. You know, one safe place, but spreading it around everywhere.
We returned from our horrific defeat in Westmarch.
That's more fun.
My beloved king lost all pretense of sanity. He seethed with rage, spitting curses upon us as traitors. With great sorrow, I ran him through.
Gotta keep this guy at a bit of range, or else we don't get too hard. Knockback is annoying though. Yeah, let's group up on me. As I'm playing today, actually, something that I would like to talk about is a friend that I was playing with, and this is something that I've done myself, loves to make sure that you open absolutely every single room in the dungeon. You know, I mean, I didn't uncover this area here. I think where I'm going to now is going forward. And there's been points where it's like, I've completed this dungeon, I'm at the exit, but there's one or two rooms that I haven't explored. There could be loot in there, and I want to go and explore them to get their loot. And the idea, of course, is that you're maximizing the amount of loot that you can pick up. But I think that there is a problem with this idea. I'm going to shut you up. I think that there is a problem with this idea because you're going to be spending a good 2 minutes walking to and 2 minutes walking from that room. And the fact is that apart from lore items like this book that I just picked up, all of the loot is random. All of the enemies are random. Everything is random, which means even if there's even a chest in the room, it's going to be random. So why spend 2 minutes walking back to that room and 2 minutes walking back to the exit when instead you could just keep pressing forward? It's still going to be just as random, and you know, you're just saving time. You're going to press forward into higher level enemies which give higher level loot and more gold. You are skipping rooms, but when one room is as random and essentially the same room as any other, why go out of your way to go back and, you know, and loot them? I mean, and even aside from the efficiency of loot, is it fun to walk for 4 minutes like that? I don't think so. Just a bit of food for thought there, you know? But I mean, hell, even if I spent all of my time walking to and fro rooms in this game, I think it would be fun, because this game really is just pure, simple, beat things up, kill them, fun. It's very simple. I mean, the game has a lot of lore in it, it really does. I didn't play Diablo 2, as I said previously, but playing Diablo 3, I'm not suffering from that. They are explaining everything quite well. I've learned about the Skeleton King, and, you know, I know why I'm going to kill him. And I'm glad that I can say that, having not even really touched Diablo 2 before in the past. You don't need to be a long time, you know, follower of this game to enjoy it. Then there's the Real Money Auction House, which should be going up in roughly a week. It's going to be interesting to see. Here we are. Now, could have really cut down my path. Oh look, it's a rare mob. Look at me, he's all yellow. What does it say? Teleporter. Well, whatever. Come on then.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Excellent. Barrels. Boom, 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 boom. I really love that deadly reach. Ooh. Orb. That's for wizard. I can't just send it from a wizard though, for a like. That's another thing about the game. If you're a person who's come from playing WoW, items in Diablo 3 do not bind. There is no soulbound. So yeah, gear does not soulbind. You could buy something off the auction house, gold or cash or whatever, or you could pick something up off the ground, wear it for a while, and then give it away.
Help me find my gear. I will reward you well. Tell me, what brought you to this infernal place?
I must destroy the Skeleton King.
Then our aims align.
This dude is the Templar follower. This game has a system where if you're in a solo game, you can have an ally with you. Only if you're in a solo game though. If you join a party, you're not allowed. Basically to help you cover for your class's weaknesses, because the game does seem to be balanced around having more than one person to help you fight. Cover your bases, cover your weaknesses. So this is a good system. course, if you want though, you can always just not take it with you, but I assume that in the harder modes.
This glowing pit. What made it?
I've come here to find out.
Down this way. There are my weapons.
Alright.
He's free! Do not let him be off! I am Cormac, warrior of the Templar Order. If it is the Skeleton King you seek, then you will have to fight your way past John Dar. There is no reason we should hunt alone.
Agreed. Let us fight together.
And this is another great thing. You can tell this is a Blizzard game because it is very accessible, very simple, very easy to play. You know, not easy, but easy to play and easy to get into. The fact that you can just teleport back to town whenever you like to, like, empty out your bags. I know Torchlight had the pet that could do that for you. Let's see. And it's also similar to World of Warcraft in how it handles disenchanting. So it is, and even if you haven't played World of Warcraft, this stuff is very simple, very easy to pick up. Give me them goals. And into me stash. Get me wings out. I do actually like the wings on the monk. And back we go. Banded without any harm. Yeah, come on, let's go, bud. So yeah, the story is that... Oh shit. The story is that this star fell on Tristram and all the undead started rising after that, and this... Your character is... Oh, might be lagging a bit. Your character is going to find this fallen star for whichever personal reasons that class has. The barbarian wants something to kill, the monk is going there for the sake of her gods, the mage, wizard to, I don't know, pick up power. That's all casters ever seem to do. I'm an arcane caster. I want to become very powerful. That's an original story. That's why all the liches are flipping arcane casters. Because they're greedy. This guy's pretty much just a tank. Now I think that... Can you give him items? Maybe not yet. I know that there's a hilarious bug where if the demon hunter gives this guy a shield, it disconnects you. It's like, yes, I will join you on your quest. Give me a shield! You know? Because he's meant to be a tank, so that is quite funny. Probably fixed by now though. Onwards and inwards.
Black magic bars our way, but the will of a Templar is stronger.
Ooh. Black magic of the foulest kind.
You were a Templar, John Dar. How could you succumb to this? The Coven is my brotherhood now. The powers we serve will soon rule this world.
Please forgive me. My vision was clouded by the Coven's evil magic.
Betrayal can never be forgiven.
Thank you for your aid. I will go with you on your hunt for the Skeleton King. But there is one condition. If we find the sacred tomes of my order, they are mine.
Your books have no worth to me. They are...
Do you want the Templar to join you? I actually kinda don't. No. It's good to have the option though. Now we're nearly at Lyric. But where to go? Pardon me. Here, Skelly, Skelly, Skelly. Pudge. Come here. So random enemies, random loot. Interesting system. I've played an awful lot of Disgaea, I believe is the correct way to pronounce it, on the PlayStation by Nippon Ichi, and that game is the epitome of random, grind. And it can really have interesting results. Those little imps that spawn from this dude right here, you're gonna spawn a few imps when he dies. Little crappy weak monsters, you know, but I fought a pack of them in a random dungeon the other day, and they had the nightmarish template, which I believe just makes them fear you if they hit you. And they gave me a flipping difficult time because there was about 10 of them, and every single one of them feared me whenever they hit me. So most of the time my character was just running around scared, unable to do anything. Hilarious that the random templates can turn what would otherwise take 2 seconds with a little bit of area attacks into something that nearly killed me. Now, I unlocked stuff. What do we got? We got a technique. We got dashing strike. So it's a movement, you know. Sprint in, give him a bash. Oh, and we get a rune for my deadly reach. What do we got? Oh, good. Makes him even more of an AoE. Fantastic.
I must wait to use that ability.
Haha, well, that's very cool. Precision kicking. Oh wow, didn't expect this. Imps! Die, imps! Perhaps you guys are feeling it as I play, it's just the force, perhaps the violence, the hits landing on the enemies. It does feel very, you know, kapow. Like you actually are really punching some face in. I think the Barbarian is even better for it.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Breath of Life sucks. Swap it in a second. I'm sure that people who want to grind and farm and AoE down dozens of mobs will probably pull a pack of those guys that summon skeletons and just leave them alive to summon endless skeletons for endless experience. It's tricks like that though, they're built into the game, and it's, if you're going for the really end game nightmare inferno kind of stuff, I'm sure you're supposed to do it. It's how the game is just designed. Grinding can be enjoyable. If it wasn't, you know, World of Warcraft wouldn't have been such a success. And one thing about Diablo, at least to the best of my understanding from, you know, what I've heard and read about Diablo 2, is that the end game, you would farm these bosses and levels over and over again to get the random loot and to get this set of gear that you want, which even then would have random stats, so you might not even get it in the stats that you want and have to farm it some more. But that is, you know, people enjoy that, and that's cool, because if the game developers made it fun, and if you're having fun in how you're spending your spare time, then why not? Certainly like that ouch in Disgaea, where you would just farm away. Kind of maybe get hurt, heal myself into skill. I think I'm in against, there's a boss mob in there, not a boss mob, but a tough mob. Blue guy. Excellent. Ooh, 29 monsters killed. clicking of fury. This game is going to give people arthritis. A little, yeah. Thorough investigation. Hooray! I've never been an achievement person, ever. Which is kind of funny since I am the kind of person who would like to grind, but... imaginary points that do nothing... Nah. If what you're doing is fun, and you enjoy it, do it. But, for me, doing silly things like... Oh, I don't know... explore every area of this level, or do this and that to get an achievement, and if you're only doing it for the achievement, I mean, if you're a person that says, yeah, more points, I love that, and you enjoy it, do it, but I'm not the kind of person that would just do things for the sake of imaginary points. If I'm doing something ever and I'm saying, well, I'm not enjoying myself right now, then I will shut down the game or go and do something else or something, because, you know, might be hard to remember sometimes, but games are supposed to be fun. But luckily that's what Diablo is. Lyric sword.
Keep your distance from him. This burden is mine to bear. May death bring peace from your madness, Leonic.
Traitors! Even in death, the armies of Condorus will still obey their king, even if you will not.
Nice. So yeah, it's Lyric time. And, you know, I've played an awful lot of Dota, and I always thought that Lyric was, you know, the Skeleton King. I always thought that he was the king of skeletons, but no, he's just a king who happens to be a skeleton.
You dare to bring the wand of life into my tomb?
Yes. Don't be angry, Lyric. I am to understand that my goal is to break these pillars, and maybe kill lots and lots of monsters. Oh shit, they hurt me. So naturally, the smart thing to do is to break all but one pillar, and then farm, and farm, and farm, until I'm nearly dead, and then finally break the last pillar. More monsters, Lyric. Give me more. No? Alright. Some games, like these urns and barrels and stuff, some games give you crap from them with maybe a very low chance of getting something that's actually useful or decent. And they will just put these barrels and urns and stuff everywhere. So if you're the kind of person who explores every single room in the dungeon and you also want to break all the barrels, well, have fun. That reach is awesome. Now chests I can get into. Chests are a cool way to give someone loot. Not like crappy barrels or urns. Crappy urns. I hate you. You have sprung a trap. Torchlight 2 is out soon. I saw that a lot of butthurt people were posting their user reviews on Metacritic about Diablo 3, giving it all the zeros because they can't log in. Oh, you poor things.
You will never defeat me!
Drain his mana and he won't be able to hank. That'll help. total joke. I played this on my wizard and he destroyed me. Played with my friend, two other folks, and he one-shot my poor wizard. Why don't you lock this door? Let me in. Come on, Lyric. Don't be mean. I just want to party. Normal mode is normal. It's really easy mode, I guess, since it is the lowest of the 4 modes. I saw that the Koreans finished Diablo normal mode in 12 hours? 6 hours? Maybe 6 hours, I think. But normal mode is normal, and I wonder how long it's going to take until Inferno mode is defeated, which is the hardest of, you know, prepare your anus difficulty. It's like when a new raid is brought out in WoW. You just sit there and wait for someone to destroy it. Nail them or something. Very cool. Ouch. See? This guy has different tactics on one player than he did on multiplayer. In multiplayer he had this one thing where he'd point at a person and then teleport, like charge to them to like one-shot them. He's not doing that here, I guess, because you've absolutely no way to avoid it since you're the only target. That's brilliant. They're changing, you know, the tactics and stuff for it's it's a Blizzard hack and slash. Oh crap. Ooh. Ouch. Ah, come on. I'll go toe to toe with you. Come on. Give me what you got. I think that right now perhaps all of the little dudes that he's summoning are just mobile health globes to pick up. Very cool though, listening like the audio and stuff. I mean, credit to team, the audio team, because he sounds very cool. Oh hey, I haven't used my dashing strike yet. Awesome. That's awesome. Oh, for a second there I thought he killed me. Nice.
The Shakarum high priests in Kurast proclaimed Leoric king of Kondurus many years ago. He ruled well until Diablo's influence drove him mad, and the loyal knight Black Danon was forced to slay him. Afterward, Diablo himself raised Leoric from the dead as the Skeleton King, until the monarch's son, Aiden, vanquished him.
Nice. Proper loot. What do we got? Strength gives me armor. Gold is good. Magic items is very good. Ooh, more experience. That's quite an upgrade. Thank you. Rarely there. Well done. You equipped a rare item. Yeah, thanks. I can give that to my wizard. Not bad. Spoiler alert here. Spoiler alert here, guys, if you haven't played the game.
The crater.
So if you are looking to preserve the majority of the story, this is where the beta ended. You could not move into this area after you killed Leoric in the beta, so this is all new.
It was you that fell from the sky? I do not believe that you are behind the evil of this place.
I am. I remember falling.
Who are you?
I am not your enemy. I think. Yes, I believe I have come with a warning. The darkness. The darkness is coming. I must. I don't remember.
I will take you to Cain. He will help.